Damn. Let's figure this out. Check that out. Yeah, in case you were wondering, there's never really been a need so far for water along this trip due to my filtration system. I'm able to get surface water almost every few miles out here. I'm sure that's going to change as I get into Wyoming and things, but it's really nice and very comforting so far. So I'm cruising today with my new buddy Alex from Australia.
Also new to the group is my buddy Dave from Georgia, who decided to do the divide on one of the most tricked out fat bikes I've ever seen. Check this out, a belt drive system, and his head tube even has a USB plug. We all ended up riding together for the next couple weeks, which was nice to have a little bit of company for a change.
Place out, we're at Holland Lake, and I have to note, the water here is just ridiculously clear compared to what I'm used to in California. Out there where you can only see like as far as you can reach, here you can just see 20, 30 feet in front of you, even without goggles. And man, the water's so nice. Not the longest day of riding, but still just feels good to be able to wash off a little more properly than normal. Ran into a couple cycle tourists from Slovenia. They're headed north. No, they're already gone. And I'm surprised there's not really anywhere to camp, so they're gonna have a few more hours of riding before they get anywhere. They inform me that there's a wildfire up ahead and that I'm gonna have to bypass one of the areas of the Divide Trail, specifically Huckleberry Pass. They were disappointed, and actually I'm very disappointed too, because that's one of the more beautiful stretches, but if there's a fire, they literally got turned around by the fire service. My current situation. Been dealing with this flat for 2 days, but at least I have a new tube. I'm throwing it on right now. Ah! That only took like 15 minutes. Praise Jeebus. Lincoln. Yes.
Advanced after I skate out of there.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
No,
Next expensive job.
No, the Folly Douche.
Damn. Check out that haze this morning. There was a fine layer of ash from the fire all over all of our tents and everything that we had to knock off before we packed it up.
Up ahead, we got two Dutch friends who are following us up over, what's it called? Stempel Pass, which so far, according to other people, is going to be the steepest climb of the divide, over 10% for the last few miles, which means we're probably going to be walking. Area where the Unabomber's cabin used to be. Apparently the area was clear cut and all remnants of his home was removed to kind of avoid that cult following. But every time we come up to a clearing, we're wondering if this is the one.
A lot of kick out of sending letter bombs to people.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
I think you do.
For shits and giggles. He didn't trust the government, that was a big thing. So he thought they were out to get him, so he posted them loads of letter bombs. But he also just posted random people letter bombs, and he was very odd, apparently.
In case you were wondering what the S and the FK stand for, so effing poor man, because that is an effing poor man road. Ugh.
But in reality, it was all worth it, because at the bottom of the next hill was the Barbara Nye bicyclist's cabin, where she hosts tons of people for the Tour Divide at her Lost Llama Lodge. We were rolling deep. Oh, and did I mention there were llamas?
Noticing a direct inverse ratio between how far my rest day is and my sense of humor. So the map indicated this old abandoned mine just about a quarter mile before our steep climb. And I think this is it. Check it out. Empire Mine.
That next afternoon, we ended up rolling into Helena, which, guys, if you haven't been there, this town is freaking awesome. We even lucked out and got there during a parade and rodeo weekend. And I even got to meet Elvis.
Oh yeah.
My stop in Helena was also a really good time to get some necessary work done on Coco that I had been neglecting over the last few days. But before we left town, time for the rip.
Clap your hands together one more time. Welcome to Rip.
Today we're heading up a trail called Grizzly Gulch. We have yet to see any bears. Well, Alex saw one back in Canada, but still no sign. Cycle touring, and it's a real big plus, is that everybody, even traveling in groups, is so independent. So you'll see people on the side of the road, you know, every once in a while. You know, when you undertake this, even as a group, there are times when you're alone. And for me, who's doing it solo, there's a lot of times where I'm alone. And you can't rely on anybody or anything to come to your aid in an emergency. So before you do this stuff, change a flat tire, adjust your derailleur, tune your brakes, maybe put a cable on or something. But don't just come out and assume that everything's gonna be all right, because especially on the divide, you're going through rough terrain. Like today, it's just washboard. So have the tools and have the replacement parts to fix your bike when need be. This is the top of that demonic trail, and I did it! Whoa. I could without a doubt say that that was the toughest uphill trail I have ever done.
Doesn't Aaron shit in the woods?
I think he does. Check out all these iron sculptures. Even a miner up there. Wow. Sick. I'm heading into Butte. Well, it's gonna be my last big town for a while, actually. Look at that sky. Oh my God. Went to take my bike lock off, and it disintegrated. There we are. Oh God. Oh God, that made it worse. I gotta go all the way up there. This road's got thick gravel and heavy washboard, and you just can't escape it. Like every once in a while you get, oh God, yes, you get this. The thing with endurance sports and endurance athletics, it's not really much about your body. It's just more how much your mind can take. And when you're on roads like this, oh, just stop. Damn it. When I'm feeling this shitty, I like to play this game with myself. It's called Just to That Tree.
And the way it works is you find a tree just a little ways up in the distance, and you go, I can make it to that tree. And then when you get to that tree, you go, yay! And then you find another one, and you go, hey, you know, I could probably make it to that tree. And then you do it. And then you keep doing that, and then eventually you go insane. No, just kidding. Eventually you make it where you're going. Look at all this smoke blowing in. Oh.
And you want to know something else that's a bit disconcerting? The wind is blowing that way, which is towards me.
I almost feel like a group of those. Let me back it up a bit. Holy shit. You don't want to see me that close. Whoa, that's even closer.